Well, here we are with Chrissy Metz, which is really, really exciting because we know you, of course, from the big award-winning hit TV show, This Is Us. But obviously we're talking to a country station and we've seen you on the country award shows singing country music. So there's a lot more to you than what we know. So tell us a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for people that don't know, music is my first love, and it's something that I have always wanted to pursue, but was a lot afraid to do that. And when I found my manager back in Florida many moons ago, who then eventually took me to LA, she was like, why don't we focus on the acting? Like, you're really funny. Like, I think acting is the way to go. And I was like, well, what about music? So cut to, 15 years later, luckily I don't have to live out of my car and I can pursue, music in the way that I've always wanted to, which is, being a part of the songwriting process. So I've been coming back and forth to Nashville. I'm here now for the past 2 years, just songwriting and, going to do it on my own. And then luckily was able to sign to Universal. And I'm like, I can't believe my life. It's just so amazing. So
I mean, you're on the same record label as Eric Church and Brothers Osborne, and
you're
in good hands.
I'm like, this is amazing. It's so amazing. So
you mentioned you're in Nashville. I take it you've been quarantining in Nashville?
Yes, my best friend and I, Donnie, have been quarantined. I think this is day 48, maybe. We've been playing some tetherball, and we're gonna plant a garden at some point. We're just trying to stay home, obviously, to stay safe and stay busy-ish.
Right. So, yeah. As busy as you can while staying home.
Right, exactly.
Right. And I should have said this at the very beginning, but the third person on here is my mother, who I told her I was talking to you, and she's such a huge fan of This Is Us that I said to the record label, I said, if you're going to let me talk to Chrissy, can I have my mom tag along?
Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you did. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's really awfully nice to meet you through this means, Chrissy. Thank you.
Also, are you wearing the same color?
I think you guys are twinning.
Kind of matching.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
For sure. Well, and there she goes. So, so you've got this debut song coming out on EMI called "Talking to God," and tell us a little bit about the song, how it came about.
It came through a Ashley McBride writers retreat, and my manager often will send me songs just because he knows I love to hear them, and I'm like, wait, who's cutting this one though? And he's like, I don't know if it's going to make Ashley's album. And I'm like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to cut it? Because it's just something that I love so much. And I I can totally relate to it. I think that it's a message that no matter what you believe in or what you pray to, or if you call he, she, God, whatever it is, there's something bigger and greater, taking care of us. And so sometimes we have to, ask those really heavy questions. And we know what remorse is, regret is, and even if people are in our lives or they're not, we still think about them and pray for them and send them good vibes, So
we need good vibes right now.
We sure do.
And we sure do. That's my song, so.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks.
And talk about more good vibes. I just saw where you were featured in People Magazine's 2020 Most Beautiful issue. That had to be a really cool phone call to get. Like, hey, Chrissy, we're putting you in here. That's
awesome. It's always really wonderful to be recognized for being who you are authentically. I think so much of our lives we try to fit into a box or compare and despair, and we feel like we're not good enough. And I think what's really cool is they're also focusing on what makes somebody beautiful. It's not just what they look like, but who they are as people. Mm-hmm. And what they bring to the world. And that for me is really special. So I'm really glad to be a part of that.
Yeah. And normally we would say on newsstands now, but you can also download it, right?
For sure. Yeah. And there, it is out on newsstands, but stay inside. It's not worth it, guys.
Right. Right. So we like to play games with our new artists. Are you a game person?
I love games.
So this game is called 101 Seconds with Chrissy Metz. I'm just going to ask you questions. And by the way, it never comes out to 101 seconds. We try, but sometimes things happen. Okay. First thing that comes to your mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Jack or Jim?
Oh, Jack.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Bud, Miller, or Coors?
Bud.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Red wine or white wine?
White.
Salsa, queso, or guac?
All three.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Sweet or unsweet?
Oh, sweet.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall?
Summer.
Lake or ocean?
Ocean.
See, I was figuring both of those being you're from Florida, but so
I know,
you are
it's
true
hard to
Floridian. Yeah.
Sorry.
Football, basketball, or baseball?
Baseball.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Now it gets hard.
Okay.
George Strait or George Jones?
Oh, come on! George Strait.
All right. Willie or Waylon?
This you did say Willie.
Patsy or Loretta?
Oh, come on! Loretta.
All right. Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy?
Oh my gosh, those are my two favorites. Jeopardy.
Is your toilet paper going to go over or under the roll?
It has to go over.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Last album you listened to?
The last what?
Album you listened to?
Oh, Nicolette Hayford has an EP out. Pillbox Patty. I listen to.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
Of all time? Oh my gosh. I mean, nostalgically, probably Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. So hard. It's so hard.
Other than This Is Us, is there a show you binge watch?
Goodness. What did I recently watch? A show called Mrs. Fletcher. That's pretty cheeky. It's pretty cheeky, but it was really good. But everything that I watch, I try to watch it in its entirety.
All right.
Yeah.
And one more hard question.
Yes.
Kevin Pearson or Adam Newman?
Oh, Kevin Pearson.
All right. I would kind of, no offense, I'd kind of say Adam Newman, but since we're talking to you,
I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. It's hard.
And then we're also going to debut one new feature here, and this is where we bring my mom in. Yeah. We're gonna refer to this as 3 Questions with Linda, who is, as we said, huge This Is Us fan. So,
I love this.
Linda, go. You're up.
Okay, Chrissy, are you going to have an opportunity to sing more in the show for next season?
I'm not sure yet. They've talked about it. But since there's some new storylines developing, I'm not quite sure. I hope so. I would love to.
That would be awesome.
Oh.
That would really be awesome.
Yeah.
So that's one. You got 2 more.
Oh, okay. Are Toby and Kate kind of going to reconcile for the upcoming season? Are they going to make amends?
Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert, if people haven't seen the finale of season 4, they decide to adopt. And so I think that's going to really bring them together. But I think it's going to also pose some challenges. And relationships are never perfect, but I think everything will be okay.
Okay. Because I love you two together. I sure hope so.
Oh, I know, me too. Me too.
And the third question, how about Randall and Kevin? They seem to be gone at it a little bit.
I know.
Protecting their mother.
Yeah. It's hard to watch, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh. And neither one of them in that argument, like nobody was right, nobody was wrong. It was just like these feelings that are sort of just imploding about, their mother's diagnosis. So I feel like it was hard to watch. I remember being on set that day because I wanted to stay after and watch the scene, and it was hard. I was like, oh, there were some really, really heavy things that they said to each other. But, as siblings do, go in ebbs and flows. So,
yeah. So it'll kind of smooth out a little bit through the season, I hope.
No, you don't have to answer that. That was her 4th question now. No.
Yeah. It's This Is Us. So like there's always ups and downs. So
I know. And that's what makes it so pleasurable to watch. I just never missed an episode.
Oh, I'm so glad you love it.
Mhm.
Oh, I know. It's a special show.
Yes.
So once we get past whatever it is we're doing right now and get back into a quote unquote new normal, do you have any tour plans?
Well, I was going to start a tour in June.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been pushed to next summer. So I might do maybe like 1 or 2 performances here and there, depending on what's going on with the schedule and all that. But I know I was so looking forward to it. As all artists and anybody just wanting to have human connection.
Right.
And being, of course, my first tour, I was like, ooh, but it'll eventually happen.
It will. It will. We just have to kind of take a deep breath through our masks.
Right.
And
Yes.
you know, it'll work out. But
Yeah.
we just gotta all have a little bit of patience.
Yes. Agreed.
And, I saw where the ACMs are moving to Nashville, so maybe you'll still be hanging out in Nashville. And
I know. I was like, I think they're in September, maybe. I think so. So I don't know if we're going to be back filming the show because we typically start in July, but everything's been pushed. So I don't know what that's going to mean yet. Everything's just up in the air.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Chrissy Metz, I think you're amazing. I've really enjoyed the time that we've spent with you. So thank you so much. I mean, good luck with your music career.
Thank you.
Good luck with This Is Us. I mean, what a show to be on, right?
I know. I've hit the lottery a couple of times, so I'm very grateful. Well, it's so nice to meet you both. Linda, thank you so much for being such a...
Thank you, Chrissy. Best of everything to you. Best of everything.
I so appreciate it. You guys stay well.
I'll also be sure to link up your video, your video Talking to God here on this when we put this on our website so that people can go and check it out. It's such a beautiful song. So
thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Take care.
Take care. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.